The game titled Subnautica 2 was announced during the Xbox Partner Preview show. This well-known representative of the survival genre allows players to explore the underwater depths of an alien planet, gather various resources, create vehicles, and build bases. Subnautica 2 will offer a new vast underwater world to explore, featuring mysterious depths and ancient ruins. There will be new biomes and marine creatures, ranging from small fish to massive leviathans. The building system has become more in-depth and diverse, and the second installment will also implement cooperative gameplay for up to 4 players. The game is transitioning to a new engine, with previous rumors suggesting that the developers are already working with Unreal Engine 5. Early access is promised for 2025, but the release date for the final version has not yet been announced. The game will be available on PC and Xbox Series X and S consoles. The game titled Kronos, The New Dawn has caught the attention of horror game enthusiasts following the resounding success of Silent Hill 2 by Bloober Team. The announcement of their new project came swiftly. During the recent Xbox Partner Preview show, the team presented the horror title, Kronos, The New Dawn. The events will unfold in 2 different eras. In the past, the world is undergoing painful changes and cataclysms that have forever altered humanity, while in the devastated future, a fierce battle against monsters rages on. You play as the Wanderer, an agent of a mysterious union, who seeks temporal rifts to travel back to 1980s Poland, with the main goal of finding important figures from the past and using a special tool to gather their essences. A bit of gameplay was also showcased. According to the developers, players will need to use their entire arsenal and make quick decisions during battles. Kronos. The New Dawn is set to release in 2025 on PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, and Xbox Series X and S. During the Xbox Partner Preview presentation, the game Mistfall Hunter was announced. This unique blend of genres is set in a dark fantasy world inspired by mythology. The events take place in a post-apocalyptic realm following a battle of the gods, which unleashed dark forces into reality, causing the survivors to transform into dangerous mutants. Several brave heroes are ready to challenge these forces, battling various monsters and collecting a special resource to restore the webs of fate and bring the world back from oblivion. It sounds like an intriguing adventure filled with rich lore and intense combat. Mistfall Hunter is an action PvE game, meaning players will not only battle dangerous creatures, but also face off against each other. You can play solo or team up with a squad of 3 fighters. The game will feature several classes, each with a unique set of weapons and skills. An advanced combat system with combo attacks and a progression system that includes both active and passive skills has been implemented. Each gaming session will be a perilous journey in search of loot, where death could result in the loss of all your treasures. The game is being developed by the Chinese studio Bearing Games, with a release scheduled for 2025. Currently, the targeted platforms include only PC and Xbox Series X and S, with no information available about a PlayStation release yet. It sounds like an exciting and challenging adventure awaits. During the event, a trailer for the game Wuchang was showcased, a hardcore action RPG inspired by the Japanese studio From Software. Developed by LZ Games, the game will transport players to ancient China, blending engaging gameplay with a deep narrative. Set during the late Ming Dynasty, which ruled from 1368 to 1644, Wuchang invites players to explore dark, atmospheric locations while wielding a variety of weapons and magical abilities to combat numerous foes and overcome challenging trials. The main character will face a disease called ornithropy, adding layers of complexity to both gameplay and storytelling, while also granting her magical powers. The trailer highlighted stunning graphics and dynamic scenes, generating significant excitement among genre enthusiasts. Wuchang is set to release in 2025 and will be available on all major platforms, including PC, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, and Xbox Series X. It looks like it will be an epic adventure. The Polish studio F Games has unveiled a new gameplay trailer for the unique shooter Mouse Pie for Hire. The game features a distinctive visual style reminiscent of early Disney cartoons, but it offers a darker take on the world. It can be seen as a reimagining of Mickey Mouse's adventures. The main character is a private detective named Mouse, who takes on gangsters and corrupt authorities. He faces a challenging battle against the criminal underworld, armed with an impressive and stylish arsenal of firearms. Mouse Pie for Hire is set to release in 2025, initially only on PC, with no announcements yet regarding consoles. As soon as more information becomes available, we'll be sure to share it. Recently, major English-language sites have published final previews of the highly anticipated Stalker 2, and the feedback has been surprisingly positive. Despite foreign journalists generally being distant from the aesthetics of domestic post-apocalypse, they have embraced the spirit of the game, praising its dark atmosphere, open world, and gameplay mechanics. Journalists were given a chance to play a limited version of Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, and they enjoyed it. They describe a rich, eventful world filled with anomalies, encounters with bandits and mutants. The narrative also evolves interestingly as side quests become part of a larger storyline. Variability is highlighted, with an IGN journalist comparing the game to Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, where every choice raises internal dilemmas. In one quest, players are tasked with finding a character, and they have the option to confront and kill him or gain his support and follow a different narrative path. There are nuances that affect NPC relationships, such as a quest giver withholding a reward if you loot the corpse of his deceased comrade. Overall, the author expresses satisfaction and eagerly anticipates returning for the full version of the game. The release of Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl is scheduled for November 20th. The game, titled Pioneer, is a hybrid of a first-person shooter and a survival simulator set in a post-apocalyptic world, inspired by Stalker. It is being developed by a studio founded by former developers of Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, Atomic Heart, and Metro Exodus, so the team clearly knows what they're doing. The events of the project unfold in the territory of the Soviet Union, which has been isolated from the world after a technological disaster. The game will feature a corresponding atmosphere with various creatures, mutants, anomalies, and artifacts. The overwhelming majority of the content in Pioneer will originate from the USSR. Vehicles, weapons, household items, and buildings will be recreated one-to-one in the Soviet architectural style. The game will offer a wide selection of various types of firearms, and each weapon will have different attachments that enhance or even change its characteristics. Once on the island, players will initially need to survive and acquire at least some weapons, armor, and gear. Survival in an aggressive and dangerous environment is an important part of Pioneer's gameplay, but without overly complicated simulations. As for Toxic Commando, it is a cooperative game developed by Cyber Interactive, the creators of World War Z, and directed by the iconic filmmaker John Carpenter, known for films like The Thing, Halloween, and Escape from New York. The events of the game unfold in the near future, when experiments to harness energy from the Earth's core spiral out of control, leading to the release of a sinister blight that turns people into nightmarish zombies. You will take on the role of the Toxic Commando Squad and fight alongside friends against hordes of monsters in cooperative gameplay. The game promises class selection, various means of transportation, a wide arsenal of firearms, and even katanas. The game world will be inspired by the comedies, action films, and horror movies of the 1980s, particularly the works of Carpenter. Toxic Commando will be available on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S. The game Bakur looks really interesting. This project is from the studio ARSF, known for the game Bee Simulator, and in it, we will take on the role of a spy dog named Grom, working for a secret organization. Grom is not just an ordinary dog. He is a true professional who, despite his skills, retains all the charm and playfulness of a dog's nature. He will undertake dangerous missions, fighting against evil forces and mischievous cats, while also interacting with an artificial intelligence named Alfred. Together, they will form the perfect team, combining combat skills with friendly support. The game promises to be filled with acrobatic tricks and dynamic battles, making it appealing to action enthusiasts. The release of Bakur is scheduled for 2025, but so far information about the platforms it will be released on remains unknown. I hope more details will be available soon. As for Dying Light the Beast, the Polish company Techland has announced a new series. This is not a numbered installment, but a standalone adventure titled Dying Light the Beast. The events of the game take place in a well-developed rural area, and the main character will be the protagonist from the first game, who has escaped after many years of brutal experiments. The developers are clearly trying to change the core formula of Dying Light once again. This time, the main feature will be the presence of superhuman powers in the hero. It is known that the project originated from the idea of a separate expansion for Dying Light 2, but now it is being released as a large standalone game. The release date has not yet been announced, but the game already has a page on Steam with a Coming Soon status. However, as we know, soon can take a very long time. There is also no information yet about the platforms on which the game will be released,